Welcome back to Puscombe 2. The action does not stop there. We have an exciting encounter between Kingsmack and Brighton. Alongside me, I've got a Brighton representative in Sam. Nice to have you with us, Sam. It's a lovely day for rugby, isn't it?
It's a pleasure. Yeah, it's a great day for rugby. Hopefully we can throw the ball about.
Brighton will be looking to do just that. Kingsmack as well will come with their own ideas. It will be them in the blue and white to kick us off. They go high into the Sedbergh sky. That is an ideal kickoff, but it's retrieved well by Zach Coxon, who gets to stretch his legs early on. Charlie Clare, the scrum half specialist, whips the ball out wide. Galbraith Gibbons and Dando as well. Good work to release Farrell, who has some wheels of his own. This is frantic from Brighton to begin with. Just about got the ball. Clare, Smith and Coxon, who started this all, out to Sahi. Still going, Zach Coxon. Good distribution. Gadimi. Dando steps back inside, uses his fend. He'd scored a fair few at Roslin Park this week. We're looking to add to his tally here at Sedbergh. More Route 1 work from Brighton. Still trying to find the hole. Johnny Smith, Galbraith Gibbons could release Loveridge in the corner.
Well done.
Textbook Brighton College work. It's exactly the start you would have wanted, Sam.
Yeah, perfect. I think we've just spun it wide twice, come back on the other edge, and that's where we're going to get our luck today.
Exactly how Brighton would have wanted to start this game. They'll be looking to try and win a bit of silverware here at Sedbergh. Potentially coming in a slight dark horses with the home side, probably the favourites.
I think Mr. Jack Barnes, who stood next to me, who's our kicking coach for this weekend, will have some work to do after that kick.
Well, you've got to forgive Ethan Dando, considering the amount of rugby that he must have played this week. He had a fair share of it at Roslin Park and heading straight up to Sedbergh. It's not been the easiest of rides for this group this week.
Not at all. The boys have worked really hard and just really keen to get back playing again.
One of the final opportunities to stamp your authority on the 2021-22 season in school colours. Fair few of these players will be playing in school shirts for the final time. It means a lot. It's a huge honour at age group level, and they'll be looking to prove just how much it means with leaving everything out here in the north. Macclesfield with their first attack. This coming through Toby Wilson. Under 16s, they've got a young set of players out there. Kings Macclesfield, lots of them Sale Sharks Academy, hence the name. They're Mancunian based, the majority. Harry Owens trying to get his team out of trouble. It's a big shot from Johnny Smith. Brutish Brighton still going. Good work from Coxon at the breakdown, forcing the kick. It's gone out on the full. Some strong defence to complement that initial attack, Sam.
Yeah, and I think it all starts with Charlie Clare at the back. He's just chatting constantly, telling everyone where to be, what to do. It's a massive asset for us.
The spine of this team do play a lot with each other, not only in club colours, but academy as well. Smith and Clare, for example, your 8 and 9, part of the Harlequin setup, been playing regularly with each other. Harry Brown as well, who's not with us at Sedbergh, also part of that fray. It's quite nice to have that continuity between club and academy.
Yeah, it is. And they, like I said, they work hard for each other. They all know exactly what's going on. You know, it's not often you won't see them together either around school, so it's just a good group of boys.
Any particular highlights from this season? As it's going to be quite a retrospective stream. So looking back,
yeah, the boys have done a great job around. But I think this shout out's got to go to the staff that all played together for Hove 2s. That's probably the highlight of the rugby season in the department, I think.
Awesome stuff. Brighton just trying to put their ducks in a row at scrum time. Scrum not your specialty, Sam?
No. Pretty boy backs me. Face for radio, though.
It's the dark arts of rugby union. No one's really quite sure what goes on in there.
No. Reset or blow for a penalty, easier.
Macclesfield break away. They're going to try and go behind smoke and screen. They could have some space out here for them to stretch their legs in. That was Toby Wilson, who's been fairly busy in this opening passage. Billy Griffiths just trying to find the tip pass onto his forward, Kristen Tatum. Just not on the same wavelength. Unfortunately, it does go forward. Johnny Smith applying his trade in the front row with Coxon and Sahi to accompany him.
No, it can't follow you around.
Hook in today.
Bind. Hold it. Set.
Coxon, and that was Dando in fact. Just not clicking. Potentially slightly over-eager. We're trying to force things.
10 is yours, Brighton.
How much have you worked on specialising in sort of 10s? We've obviously just come back from a 7s tournament, been playing 15s all season, 10s are a hybrid of the two. How do you go about challenging this sort of way of play?
I think we've sort of just incorporated everything we've done in 7s. We haven't trained much for it. A lot of it was just done on the paddock this morning. So the little wraparounds we just try doing there, I think that's just a product of just getting it done this morning, not practicing it for a couple of weeks. But boys should be fine. Boys should be fine, and they'll come into it.
Loveridge tries to put the kick through. This could work out quite nicely for Brighton College. It's once again Toby Wilson.
First player.
Loveridge has done well to get over it though. Could be space out here for Smith. Just holding his pass and
great shot.
It's a big hit in the middle. It'll take quite a lot of gusto to put Jay Sahi on his backside. Macclesfield doing just that though. Ethan Dando with a dancing feet. Macclesfield could set away if this bounces kindly, and it does. It's Billy Griffiths. The race is on, but Griffiths will get there. A kind bounce of the ball. Brighton probably just potentially forcing things a little bit, would you say, Sam?
Yeah, just trying to, one too many offloads there. But yeah, great try from the young lads. Proper crumb, so quality.
Billy Griffiths wearing 13, skippering the side. It's a captain's contribution that gets Kings Mac on the score sheet.
Oh, great nudge.
That conversion
Great nudge.
is good. Macclesfield will lead. Ollie Davis, under 16s. A line of Davies that have played at this tournament. He's the third brother that has competed at Sedbergh 10s. The third and final, I've been told. Meaning a long line of Kings Macclesfield players. Good work underneath the ball from Michael Loveridge, who collects comfortably. Galbraith Gibbons releasing Johnny Smith.
Carry.
Powerful carry from Johnny Smith. Something we've sort of come to expect from the Harlequin and now England under-18s international. Keelan Farrell going up the gears and using Dando. That's excellent interplay from Brighton.
Advantage knock on.
A last pass just not going to hand, and Kingsmack gets to kick the ball downfield. Charlie Clare under immense pressure, going to try and relieve it through his footwork. Getting caught slightly, not many Brighton bodies around to help him out.
Use it.
They arrive now through Coxon. Smith once more. Everywhere, Johnny Smith, like a rash. Covers the field. Galbraith Gibbons decides that going boot to ball is the best option. Hits our fan. Paid quite a bit of money for that. Gotta be careful. Oh.
Boys, hold the ball. Let's keep going, boys. Get up again, get up again.
Just there, please, Brighton.
Some tired legs in the front five here.
As you'd expect, these boys, it's a warm day. It's a hot day to be playing a rugby, but it's quite good conditions for the backs, potentially not so much for the forwards.
Yeah, I don't think you get this weather in Sedbergh much either, so it's not something short of a miracle, I suppose.
It's a rare luxury.
Yeah.
Mother Nature is playing kind to us for now.
Look to the system, please.
Boys, come on.
I'm sure you can see in the back of your picture the rolling hills of the Yorkshire Dales. This is idyllic scenery to be playing rugby union.
Bind. Set.
Charlie Clare feeds the scrum. Johnny Smith does well to hook it back. Galbraith Gibbons on the wraparound. Good first phase set piece from Brighton, but once again the offload not going to hand. Is it just a case of trying to simplify your work at the moment from a Brighton perspective?
Yeah, and I think that's where the boys flourish. Just keep it simple, basic, but just at a high level. Everything's got to be done 110%, and the boys just feed off it. Especially for the 10s, like all the work we've done for 7s, just a basic game that's just executed really well. And I think we're just trying a little bit too much with 1 or 2 offloads, but yeah, I think the boys will come into it. It's just one of them's going to stick, and we're going to be through, I think.
Brighton get the scrum. Brighton get the penalty.
Walking around.
Not too long left of this first half.
Number 1 around. Yeah, happy with your spacing.
Galbraith Gibbons will head towards the corner. Lovely nudge.
Yeah.
Just your Charlie Clare just yapping all day, Kenny.
Kings on the 22, please.
So good.
Kings on the 22.
Perfect platform for which Brighton can utilise their skill out back.
See Johnny's just come out as well. Look for the mullet man hitting it hard.
Drop.
Just saying to Chris Knight on pitch 1 just before this game started, the array of haircuts has been spectacular.
There is talk of Cal the Mull, and I think Johnny will be getting rid of it soon.
No, that's fine.
Might be the key to him in playing so well. You never know. It could be his lucky charm.
I think it is. I think he stands out with it.
It's Kingsmack who break away. It's now their turn to play the offload game. Griffiths, the try scorer. Whipping it out wide. It finds
great clean.
Koff. Good break, and it's Ben Wallace who hairs down that touchline.
Okay, knock on.
Ushered in touch, and that will take us to the half. Certainly this game very much in the balance. Brighton have showed sparks of excellence, but that last jigsaw puzzle piece just not falling into place, whereas Kingsmack have taken their opportunities well. It was an opportunistic score from Billy Griffiths, their captain, and the conversion from Ollie Davies, which separates these two sides, but it's a big 12 minutes to come. Now, Sam, let's have a look at these tries.
Yeah.
Talk me through this initial Brighton College score.
Yeah, I think we've set up well. It's done exactly what we wanted to do and we worked on this morning. Got to the edge, hit up once. Got Johnny on the ball, sucks a couple of boys in, gets it out to the 10, 10 gives it out to Loveridge. Back on the edge, try time.
That was well worked. Right from the training paddock, as you mentioned, and this was Macclesfield's score.
They've done well, especially with the crumb on the floor. They've just got ahead of it. Captain's done really well, kicked it through, picked it back up. Won the foot race against Charlie Clare, who's absolutely rapid as well.
Not many people do that, do they?
Not at all.
Well, there it is, and we've got an excellent 12 minutes to come. Do not go anywhere. Maybe go grab yourself a cup of tea or water. It's fairly early in the morning still. But make sure you're glued to your screen for this second half, but it's going to be an entertaining one. Don't go anywhere. We're back underway.
There we are,
Brighton,
playing with a bit more intent.
An instant response from the break. That half-time team talk obviously doing well, but just a little bit too many rolls from Gadimi on the floor. It's just a frustrating penalty to give away. Just need to apply that little bit of patience, Sam.
Yeah, it's a great start, great kickoff. Gadimi out of nowhere, just straight through the middle, fantastic. And here comes Farrell.
Farrell putting his dancing shoes on. Clare going to distribute as he does so well. Coxon goes through the middle. Galbraith Gibbons, Gadimi, met by Evan Williams, who's put in some hefty shots so far. Now here's Coxon, just trying to find the pass past the contact. Loveridge, they've got the advantage. Gadimi, that pass not perfect by any means. But Evan Williams has been caught offside.
I think the play here is to go quick, but it has to happen. It has to be quick.
Johnny Smith is going to try and create a platform by which Brighton can pounce from. Coxon driving forward. They're running out of space on that touchline. They're going to have to come back the other way. They do just that. Galbraith Gibbons, Sahi against Williams. It's a blockbuster collision.
Tackle!
Just rolled straight into the contact. He's going to give it.
Ball lost somewhere.
Go on, Charlie.
Clare goes quickly. Coxon, 2-on-1. Farrell, he can finish. Gives it back into Coxon. Harrison, onto Smith.
Well done.
He's found a way there, Johnny Smith. Always not too far from the whitewash. A well-deserved score for Brighton's early pressure in the second half.
Coming with the man, coming with the hour, Johnny Smith. What a hero.
Got all the commentary lines, Sam. It's like you've done this before.
I'm a natural, what can I say?
This time the kick is good.
I'm a little bit worried that the viewers or listeners might need some subtitles of this Welsh accent, but
sure we can get that arranged.
I'm sure we can get it arranged.
Galbraith Gibbons will get us back underway. It's a 5-point game here. Brighton lead 12 points to 7. Gibbons goes long. I don't think it was the kick that he was really hoping for, as a grunt of frustration. Expels. Macclesfield going in a leisurely pace now, just trying to pick up their options. Evan Williams hits up hard. Out the back from Griffiths.
Very calm approach from the boys right now in defence, which is good. Normally means they're in control. And there it is.
Coxon was over it, doing well.
You see the pace has picked up the second half. Tap penalties.
There's Gademi. Hits deck. Guess who it is? Johnny Smith. Galbraith Gibbons decides against utilising the numbers, instead tries to go himself the other way. Now Charlie Clare uses Loveridge. Loveridge with pace to spare, and Michael Loveridge will skate home for a second. Brighton running away with things in this second half. Some soft shoulders and in blue and white, and Michael Loveridge says, thank you very much, I'll take it from here.
Yeah, the change of pace, the quick little dummy. Gets on the outside of the prop, I think it was, and bang, he's in. The cries of Michael Loveridge being screamed on the sideline around the Yorkshire Dales right now.
Another successful conversion. Takes Brighton 12 points clear. How important are those sort of extra 2 points? It's something that we saw at Rosslyn Park that could really pay dividends. The drop kick conversion, not probably as comfortable for a lot of these players, but some of them have been absolutely nailed.
Yeah. It's just the standard on show as well. Like, some of them are going over from touchline to touchline. It's fantastic. Young lad from Sedbergh was kicking them quite well earlier as well.
Griffiths has been dispossessed, but illegally, says the referee.
Yeah.
We'll replay that.
Davis was keen to get on with things. The referee was in the way, though. Just picking his options. He's going to go for the corner. It'll be a tricky kick to find. Not too bad from Ollie Davis. Can't complain with that.
10, please.
Loveridge, the gentleman, just making sure that he won't do it again with the referee. Great to see. Keep him on side, Loveridge.
Yeah, I will do.
There we are, there's a free kick for the dummy. Boys look a bit confused. Technical free kick.
Harrison gets us underway. Galbraith Gibbons with a little chip ahead. If this bounced nicely, it could work out. It still could work out. Harrison,
it's a great ball, Alex Harrison.
Could skate home. Gabe O'Connor in the corner.
Try time.
It's good.
You've kind of gone forward twice like that.
Great work from Brighton, who switch it on. Get their fourth.
Come out a bit, 11.
And the smiles on the Brighton coaches alongside me have grown from ear to ear.
Well, especially with the kicking coach next to me, Mr. Jack Barnes, the little cheeky little chip over the top. I think he's been practicing that all morning with the boys.
Exploiting the space just behind the defensive line.
So Will GG is like a young Gavin Ensign in his prime.
4 to go.
Oh, look at this ball by Harrison. Yes, please. Great finish by Gabe.
I was going to say, pretty good finishing ability from Gabe O'Connor. But already, Kingsmacker back on the attack.
Great ball.
Great ball out to the skipper. Billy Griffiths has already scored one.
He's quick.
He will get his second. Leading from the front, Billy Griffiths could make this game very interesting.
On the 5, please.
Davis with the conversion. It's low driven.
Not bad effort.
Here's the upright. 12-point game, but this was the start of things. It was a good distribution to get out wide early, which we talk about being crucial in 7s, and seems to be the same in 10s.
Yeah, the space is starting to pop up the longer this game's gone on. I think both teams started exploiting it quite well.
Okay. It's gone 10, has it? Okay. Kings on the 10,
The kick from Ollie Davis was far from ideal, but it's ended up bouncing out past the 10-metre line,
Keep tempo,
according
please,
to the
Brighton,
referee.
Brighton.
I look out and Brighton have made a plethora of changes. How crucial is it to have that squad rotation in a competition like this?
Massive, especially after the week we've had up in Roslyn Park. Just need some fresh legs on constantly almost, just to make sure all the boys are fresh. I think if you'll ask them, they'll tell you they're fresh. As a bit of a psychological effort, but it is a tough day. It's a tough tournament. Just got to try and keep them as fresh as we can.
Owens rips it, and there could be space out here for Kingsmack. Instead, it's going to come the other way. Brighton go to the boot. It's worked in the end.
They're going to be there.
It's just about
Set off that.
game management now, would you say, Sam?
Yeah, just I think there it was trying to relieve a bit of pressure, but if we can get the ball back, I think the boys are a bit more confident in trying to strangle out this win.
Once again, it comes to Griffiths in blue and white. He seems to be doing all things well. Good break. That was from Wilkinson.
Great steal.
Even better turnover. Brighton College
The refs
going
let it
quickly. Gadini, who's been with us pretty much all the way through.
It's Luckman.
Hakeem. Out to O'Connor, who's scored the latest. Brighton just going to try and pick the right pass. Utilise it well.
Oh, Alex Owen.
Lovely stuff out the back. Gadimi in more space.
Unlucky. But a nice game, Gadimi.
Line there, boys.
He seems to have been everywhere, putting himself in the right places at the right time.
Yeah, that's you.
This is a slightly younger side now, Sam.
Yeah, I think a lot of the lower six have come on. With a couple of old heads. Sam Masters is on there, orchestrating things at 10. Trying to look, Henry Bishop is in number 2 there, holding the fort, making sure the boys are behaving, I think. It looks like there's some subs coming on as well. Coxon back onto the field.
Decision made.
Off comes Gadimi.
Trying to carry on, wasn't he?
A good innings from Tom Gadimi.
Some great line breaks today from the young man.
Push back on, boys.
Still just trying to keep fresh. Kingsmack just about collect it. Davies, it's a good
Great
offload. Keeping the ball alive, Kingsmack. Shifting it wide and trying to use the space through Robinson, their co-captain.
Oh, he thought about it. He thought about the knock on.
Through the middle goes Lever. Davies.
There you go.
That's Wilkinson.
He's done well.
Still going. Davies deciding against using his players for now. The
Here comes it.
crossfield kick is on. Falls to Kings Mac still, and the number 1, Noah Wolstenholme. But it's
not rolling.
Good work on the floor. Not good enough, though. It was Hakeem who made the initial tackle. Ollie Davies still pulling the strings.
Oh,
This could fall for
nice.
Griffiths.
What a pass.
Lovely zip out to Robinson. They're into the 22. Brighton get the turnover, though. Clock pretty much in the red.
They've done so well over the past week of turning the ball over inside our own 22. It's really saved us a couple of times.
Last play. So if you tap in, kick out, it's over.
Coxon does the honours. And it's Brighton who close out this victory. Kings Macclesfield led at half-time. That was 7 points to 5, but it's Brighton who turned it on in the second period. Some quick scores from Johnny Smith and Michael Loveridge, and then Gabe O'Connor towards the end that closed out this game. It was a brace from Billy Griffiths, which kept Kings Macclesfield in the conversation. But at the end of the day, Brighton walk away with a 12-point lead. Final score here on Buscombe 2. Brighton College 24, Kings Macclesfield 12.
Cheers, guys. Thanks, man.
In the corner.
Yeah. I don't believe so, no. He said confidently.
One, two, three, 7!